Good morning, YouTube, and welcome to another week in the life of running our dealership, NG Supercars.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan, and this is our dealership, NG Supercars. And a lot of you complained that my last hat was all messed up, so I bought like another $15 hat. So there you go. Got my America hat. We're gonna go through the shop, tell you everything that's going on this week, show you what our status is as far as what's in inventory, and tell you the plan for the week. And it'll probably not be what happens because everything changes rapidly around here. Real quick, if you want to support us, because we're almost to 100,000 subscribers. It should happen in the next few weeks. If you do me a favor, subscribe. That'd be amazing. We'd appreciate it very much. Also, you can check out our websites, normalguysupercar.com. There you can use the code NGS10. It hooks you up with 10% off most of the things we sell. And ngsupercars.com, our dealership website. And if you want to support another awesome organization, awitalian.com is where we buy most of our OEM parts for Ferrari. So a lot of you ask us, hey, I want to buy this part or that part. Well, there you go. Go there, use the code NGS10. Hooks you up with 10%, hooks us up with a small kickback. We do appreciate that. They appreciate it. Everyone wins. It's a great deal. Okay, let me show you where we're at as far as the shop goes for the day. So I actually got to talk quick because we have an AC company, actually the all-star trade pros, the guys that came out here and helped us out with our ACs after the flood for free. They're coming back out here. I asked them to come back out here and just go over all the ACs, shore them all up and get them running properly. They deserve to have some business. They're awesome guys, really, really generous of them to do that. Our ACs probably need a tune-up anyway. All right, so yellow 360, that car is basically almost done. We have like one or two more things to do to it. We will, I don't want to jinx myself, but we should have this thing running today. And then we'll get it listed for sale. So we'll get it running, give it a bath, take some pictures, and post on the website, and then it's listed for sale. So we got the headliner fixed. Jay came and took care of that. The major service is all set. The part that we were missing is in. Yes. Finally. This 458 was on consignment. It was sold in about 1 hour. We just did an oil change on it, so it's basically all set. I don't think there's anything we need to do to it. I may be wrong on that, but I think it's all set, so I think it's ready to go. The Jag is back.
Awfully sorry.
Bit of an issue with the
Would you
wallet.
mind awfully settling this while I go and warm up the Jag?
Actually, they made a ton of progress on it. So they were bleeding the brakes, changing the transmission fluid, doing some other work onto it. I think it actually might get running in the next few days and go bye-bye.
Good day, sir.
Love you, Jag. Hope to never see you again. Right here, we've got the Rosso Corsa Cuyo Interior 360. So this one has a rare color combination. It also has a rare option. It has the spare tire. Very interesting car. 32,000 miles. Awesome, awesome car. Great shape. Very good cosmetic shape, ready to go. This is going to be an awesome car for one of you. So send us an email, sales@ngsupercars.com if you're interested. A lot of people asked about this car that showed up at the very end of last week's video. This is a client's car that's here for a conversion. So no, it's not for sale. So don't ask. Josh's Tesla, it's just stored here for the moment. This car came in as well last week. This is the Ferrari 360 with the Rosso Corsa tan and the F430 wheels. So pretty cool color combo on that. Last time I had a major was 3 years ago. So it is technically probably okay without a major for another year or two. But if you're interested in buying it and you're like, hey, as part of the purchase, do a conversion. Well, we can do that too. We can definitely do a conversion, but do a timing belt service, then yeah, we can work that into the deal. So we want to get this thing washed. As you can see, it's very dirty. Everything's still dirty and dusty from construction. So we'll get it washed and get it listed for sale very shortly. A few people have asked about it, starting to get a little bit of interest. So hopefully we'll have this thing sold this week. My God, my phone is exploding this morning. Audi TTS. So this is a consignment car. It's only got 18,000 miles, never seen rain. We do have the factory wheels. So we're gonna get this thing washed and listed hopefully this week. Pretty much everything's gonna get listed this week. That's the goal. Everything needs to get listed. Over here, we've got the Ferrari 458. This was one of the cars that was in the flood. So it's already sold. And as you can see, we installed an IPE exhaust on it. So we hopefully will have this thing done today, maybe? That'd be great. And then we'll get it washed up and send it to its owner. Of course, we'll have to make sure that you guys hear that thing because it's gonna sound awesome. Got the GT 500 consignment car, super rare spec. A bunch of people are giving us crap because we're calling it the double golden ticket. I don't know, that's what they told us. Okay, whatever. Don't call it double then. Fine, it's just a regular golden ticket with lots of options. I don't give a crap. Whatever. Just chill out, internet. Chill out. It's super high spec, very high MSRP. It's also got a ton of aftermarket parts. It's badass. You want this. The gray 360, we are going to be punting on it for about a month, and then we're going to work with Autotech Nick. He's going to fly out here for F1 and then help us dial in the timing on that thing and get it totally sorted. So that's going to be pretty cool. Another consignment car, the Porsche Cayenne Turbo. That thing will get washed, or actually it's already on the website. We'll just get a better listing. And of course, the 66 Charger, which we're gonna try and get listed with Mecum, which is at the end of next month. We have all the paperwork to show what was done to this thing, and it's thick, and a lot of money was spent on this thing. So it is super, super clean. It is not the factory engine. It's actually like I think it was like a 400 Borden stroke to like 450 something, or yeah, larger than a 383. Also much more power, 5-speed manual. And in the corner is Scott's car. That is his old, sorry, I shouldn't say, Scott's former car that we bought back from insurance. So that was one of the flood cars. Hopefully we'll get to start working on it soon. So the plan for the day is we have the AC guys coming out. We're gonna be washing some cars. We're gonna be doing some work on the computer. I have, oh boy, lots of stuff on the computer. We've been trying to do a bunch of business stuff in the background, trying to get SBA loans and whatever from the flood. And I still have lots of paperwork to do on that. It's a pain in the ass. I might have to mow the lawn too, because yeah, it's getting kind of tall. All right, it's Monday. Let's sit down on the computer. Let's get started. Let's try and figure out some stuff and see what we can get done today. All right, working on the computer, but I believe in miracles.
Pure motherfucking magic, right? This shit'll blow your motherfucking mind.
I gotta show you something you're gonna be impressed with, YouTube. This thing clearly was in the flood.
Yeah, it got.
Oh man.
Okay,
look,
well, good luck.
look at this. Under its own power. With brakes.
With the brakes, yes.
And look at that. Starts right up.
It's for sale if anyone wants it.
Yeah. Is it leaking anything anymore?
Slight leak from the oil pan.
Okay,
Gasket,
but that's
it.
Yeah. But no more fuel, no more brakes,
No more brakes.
no more transmission. Wow. Look! Oh, look at that! Look at that! First place. Oh yeah. She's a beaut.
I have the first place concourse to Elegance.
Nice. I mean, it is a pretty car. Look at that! Drives away.
Oh, he's getting after it with new brakes on there.
Yeah, he trusts those brakes. All right, YouTube, yellow 360 time belt service is done. I'm gonna take it out for a quick test drive, make sure everything's happy, but runs good, so that's a good sign. All right, YouTube, we ran into some challenges, I'm gonna say, on the yellow car. I think one of the pulley bolts on the AC compressor belt didn't get tightened down, and it flung the AC compressor belt. It's somewhere out in the road. It's somewhere out there on the test drive. I was like, hey, the AC's starting to get kind of warm. Huh. And then, yeah, the belt was gone. That explains that. We're just waiting for the nut to come in. We didn't have one of them, so we could put the pulley back on. No big deal. We do have spare belts, so that's easy. And then over there, we're working on the 458. Should have that kind of wrapped up, at least exhaust-wise, in the next day or so. And then I got to do the tune still, so I'll do the tune probably tomorrow. I spent the vast majority of the day on the computer. It was not really exciting stuff, so we're trying to move some bank accounts around and credit cards and just finance stuff, and I'm still dealing with the SBA and all sorts of just boring crap. Punching in numbers, logging into websites, crap. Boring. I think that's kind of it for now. And then we got to pull in the Corvette. I'm going to go home, so I guess we'll see you guys tomorrow morning, and we'll do some more work, get some more cars finished hopefully, and get some cars washed and pictured. So I guess that's probably a pretty good goal for the day tomorrow, is to start picturing and listing these cars for sale and getting that sort of stuff sorted. So cool.
The next day.
Good morning, YouTube. It's Tuesday, and I am super excited. For a very stupid reason. my Chevy Malibu is going to be delivered shortly. Or at least so they say. I mean, it's delivery stuff. They said they were going to deliver it yesterday, then they said they're going to deliver it this morning. You know how it is. But there's a high probability that my boo will be here today. Oh, yes. So if you didn't know, if you haven't been watching the channel for a while, we're doing something really stupid that you can actually join us on, and it's going to be absolutely awesome. Memories of a lifetime, almost guaranteed. I can't guarantee anything in life, but almost can guarantee this. If you haven't heard, we're doing the Boo Tour. Yes, that's right, the Tour de Boo. We're going to buy a bunch of Chevy Malibus, and we're going to drive them from Austin, Texas, all the way to Monterey, California for Car Week next year, and you can join us. The rules are posted online. If you want to go check it out, go to ngsc.me/Boo Tour. Right here. You'll have to buy yourself a Chevy Malibu if you want to participate and register, so that way we know who's coming. You can do all sorts of crazy crap with the car, paint it, do stuff, whatever. It's going to be so much fun. And then once we get to Car Week, besides just doing all the fun stuff of Car Week, the Concours de Lemons is going to actually have a special section set aside for just the boos. That's right. We have an invite to just have our own little boo section. It's going to be absolutely epic. We've been talking about doing something stupid like this for years, and it's finally happening. I'm so stoked. Yes. Oh my God, yes. I can't wait to show you my Chevy Malibu. We'll have to take it for a test drive and see how awful it probably is. Supposedly it works. I don't know. I didn't spend a whole lot of money on this thing. It was under $1,000. Besides that, we have a few things we want to do today. One, we got to clean up a bunch of cars. So we're going to start washing cars early. So the other thing I want to do is review the C8 Z06 because it's finally past 500 miles so we can get the full experience. Other than that, though, we're going to wash probably the two red 360s, maybe the TTS, and those all need to be listed. The yellow car needs to get listed, but the major service ran into a snag when it flung that belt yesterday, so we're just waiting on that nut, which should hopefully be here today, and then we can get that thing totally buttoned up. The good news is, other than that happening, it drove better, and no more check engine lights or anything like that, so it seems to be running pretty good. Oh yeah, we also actually need to wash the Corvette, so probably we'll wash that after doing the review because, well, if I do a review, it's going to get dirty. I think we'll start off washing some of the other cars. I'll probably have to pull this car outside and then wash some of the other cars. It's going to be a lot of just washing today. That's going to be the goal of the day, is to get lots of clean cars. But computer stuff made lots of progress yesterday. I'm very happy about that. Hopefully I don't have to spend so much time on the computer today. So let's have at it and see what we can get done today.
Showing off, don't wanna have to wait tonight. Better off, I'm gonna find my way tonight. Won't you talk to me? I wanna heal your sorrows. We'll make a new tomorrow.
YouTube? It is about 1 in the afternoon. It looks like the exhaust is almost all in on this car. Did get this 360 washed and pictured, so we'll get it up on the website hopefully in the next 24 to 48 hours. We also got the other red 360 pictured. We decided to cover it because it was so clean and not gonna touch it, don't touch it. And then we also got the Charger pictured. So now I'm gonna kind of take a break from washing cars and taking pictures. I'm gonna go review the C8 Z06, and if I have time, I might even review the Audi TTS. But we have something very important to show you first. It's way, way more important than any of those cars. It's the baddest car ever. My boo is here. That's right. And it's so much worse than I expected. Yeah, I'll just show you. It's awful. Oh shit, look at that. Speed dents. Oh yeah, we got some speed dents. Faded headlights, of course, that's required. The Chevrolet symbol is fading pretty dramatically. We got some spray bomb touch-ups. Got some, looks like a bear took something here. That's pretty nice. Wheels surprisingly in okay shape, although it's on a Armstrong. Yeah, we got the Armstrong in the front. Oh yeah, this A-pillar, look at that. Yeah, that's unique. Yeah, more missing paint here and there. That wheel is a Solaris AS. Okay, no tread on that thing. This paint, pretty awful. Yeah, okay. I like this fuel door. There, get it just right. Nice, nice. Yes, the Malibu Max. We do have the V6. More missing paint. Looks like some blood on the car. That's cool. Not sure why, but all right, that's good. Actually, the rear seats, shockingly clean. Clearly this person, whoever owned it, or however many people owned it, did not have kids. There is a DVD player. Look at, oh my God, yes. Look at this. We got a DVD player. Yeah, sweet. Oh, this is awesome. And we got the stupid little moonroof thing. The headliner is actually in good shape. I'll show you the, we're showing you the good stuff first. We're waiting for the bad stuff. Here, look at this. It's still got the divider and everything. Look at that. It's all like clean. Like this is, I don't think they ever put anything in the trunk. Well, here's where it gets a little bit worse. Definitely gonna use the carpet extractor on the seats. It's got these janky faux leather seat covers because look how nasty that seat is. Oh my God. Okay, yeah, we'll just leave that there for now. We'll do a carpet extractor. But here's the bigger problem. Okay, let's get in this puppy. All right, you gotta jiggle the crap out to get the key to go. Here we go. Ready? Oh yeah, hear that exhaust leak? Yeah, buddy. All right, so here's the problem. Ready? Reverse is dead. No reverse. And when you put it in drive, shut the door. Oh, by the way, AC actually blows cold. Change oil soon. No shit. What are the odds of that? All right, check it out. So we got in drive. I'm pretty sure it's in second gear right now. Like it does go, but it's really slow off the start. Oh, I should probably go this way and do it. Yeah, buddy. Oh yeah, look at that blown suspension. It actually rides kind of nice. Yeah, buddy. I mean, it goes not bad, right? All right, here we go. I mean, you know, it's not terrible. All right. Ooh, we're bingo on fuel. Low washer fluid. Okay. We got some stuff to figure out on this thing. Oh my God, even these are fairly clean. Like the interior is actually shockingly clean. All right, there you go. The boo. Yeah, buddy. So I guess the question is, do I just leave it with the transmission as is, no reverse? We just would have to be careful wherever we park and stuff. It might be a challenge because if we go anywhere that requires like parallel parking, I probably need to, I don't know, I probably could just buy a used transmission somewhere for like 500 bucks. I think that's probably what I'll do. And then I think I'm gonna buy like used tires because these look pretty dry rotted. And well, these ones actually, the front ones actually have a pretty good amount of tread, but the rear ones are kind of sketch. They're at the wear bars. So I think I'm gonna replace at least the rear tires. We'll do some stuff to it. We'll figure it out. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below what should I do? Should I replace the transmission? Should I just pray that we can always park somewhere that can go forward? I guess we can always have people help me push it every time we need to go backwards. But anyway, got the Boo under $1,000. It's here. It actually drives all right. AC blows cold as balls. That's the best part. Let's go review the C8 Z06. And so that'll be in another video, and then I'm gonna review the TTS, and that'll of course be in yet another video. Then I'm gonna wash those cars. Might not have time, but the goal is to get all the cars that we have listed. We still have to wash the yellow car, finish it up, test drive it, do all that stuff, and then busy day. All right, before we go review the C8 Z06, we're gonna fire up this 458 and hear it. Oh, I haven't tuned it yet, so whatever, we'll have to do that still. Ready? Here we go. Let it come off cold start. I don't think the valve controller's working. Nope. Let's take a look at that. That sounds healthy. There we go. Yeah, no response from the valve controller. Okay. Otherwise. God, that never gets old. All right, YouTube, end of the day, taking the last pictures of the day. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the Corvette. So 5 cars got washed and pictured today. Get out of the way, Alan. So I am flying at 5:15 or 5:20 in the morning tomorrow. That's gonna suck balls. And then I don't get home until like 11 o'clock at night. It's gonna be a long freaking day tomorrow. But if everything goes right, we're gonna be buying ourselves another F430 Spider. Pictures are encouraging. It looks pretty good. So we'll see how that goes. I'm exhausted, man. It's hot. It is very hot out. Actually, it's not that hot. It's like 90 something, but the humidity is very, very high. Thank God. Yeah, I'm so looking forward to doors open season. Oh, that's the best. These should be up on the website soon. Hopefully we'll have them listed by the time this video comes out. That's it for today. You guys are awesome. Don't forget to subscribe. We're almost at 100,000. Got to get there soon. We're going to throw a big ass party because now the shop's basically almost done and coincides with 100,000. Perfect double purpose party. Anyway, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
The next.
I was going to leave for the day, but we ended up moving all the cars around and it just looks good in the shop. And I just thought I should show this because we got Ferraris, got everything washed. That car just got converted, so it's going to go to its new owner. Actually, that owner is possibly selling it to someone, so... No, maybe selling it to one of you. Right, maybe selling it to one of you. Just shuffled everything around, and there you go. Looks good in here. But anyway, we'll see you guys tomorrow bright and early. Actually, I probably won't film until I get into where I'm going.
The next day.
All right, through security, it's 4 a.m. Had to get up at 3 a.m. One nice thing is there's zero traffic, but what a pain in the ass. I gotta get up so early. Anyway, flight's at 5:20, and then I have to connect in Detroit and then make it to White Plains, New York. Everything's on time. It doesn't look like there's any weather or anything, so it should be all right. All right. I started playing the points game, and I got Sky Cloud access. Oh yeah.
Connecting flight information, plus fly list. To access, click.
service, so I have to walk the entire length of the thing and go to another concourse. So that's like over a mile walk. Luckily, I have 45 minutes to kill, so I'm okay. But all right, here we go. Westchester County Airport, and it's the strangest airport. Definitely should not be a commercial airport. It's like a regional airport that was converted to a commercial airport. It is tiny and interesting. All right, YouTube, we're in a Kia Soul, and we're only like 12 minutes from the destination. And let me tell you, this Westchester Airport is, yeah, it's strange. There's my jet right there, right there. Yeah. Well, anyway, let's go take a look at this Ferrari F430. All right, we're on the way. I told Meg that this airport is kind of like being in a third world country. It's just strange. There was cars literally parked in the grass at the parking garage. It's strange here. It's really, I don't know. Okay. Very interesting airport. Most unique I've been to in the US. Already starting to get fall colors up north. Man, forgot about that. Living in Texas, you don't really get this. It's actually kind of pretty up here already.
2 hours later.
Okay, looked over the car, started to really film it. Super nice owner and his, I'm assuming, wife. I didn't actually catch if they're married or just not or whatever. But really beautiful house. So, interesting thing about this car. Everything looked right. Everything seems right. And then we found one flaw that he was not aware of. So to his credit, he didn't know about this thing, and it dramatically changes the value of the car. So with that one issue, he's re-evaluating. I basically had to give him a new number because it wouldn't have made sense. We were probably going to sell it for close to what we originally agreed to buy it for, so there would be zero margin. So there's no way we could buy it at what we had previously agreed upon. So we'll see what, yeah, we'll see. Anyway, so he's gonna think about it. This is why we go look at cars. You know, everything, the pictures look good, everything on paper look good, everything seemed right, and then this happened. So here's what it is. Anyway, going back to the airport, and I still have a couple hours until my flight, so I'm just gonna chill and do some work on the computer or something, and look at this very interesting, strange third world country airport. Anyway, it's so pretty here though. I am missing the north and the season change. I love the fall colors. It's so pretty. Dang. Oh well. All right, back at the airport. So it's one of these tiny airports where you literally just like lock the rental car, and then bring the keys inside and stuff. Like, they don't have anyone there. It's a small airport. Very, very small. gotta walk to the ass end of the other terminal. So it's gonna be a tight squeeze. I'm gonna make it with like 5 minutes to spare. So we landed at gate B20, which is the last gate, and I have to go to A78, which is the last gate. And the tram is out of service, so I have to walk the whole way, which is over a mile, but that's all right. We're getting in our steps. Thank God I don't have any baggage, just the backpack. I can tell the weather screwed up the stuff because there are a lot of people running for flights right now. It is hectic here right now. So apparently there's a big storm here in the Detroit area earlier today. The last person.
As we finish our safety check, please let us know if you have any questions.
As we take off into the future, sit back and relax.
Made it home. Still got about a 45-minute drive. 10:20. So I'll get home a little after 11. Been up since 3 a.m. So by the time I actually go to bed, it'll probably be midnight. So 21-hour day. I'm tired, but I'm pretty pleased with Delta over American after all the crap I had to deal with Delta versus American. Good morning, YouTube. It's Thursday. We're back at the shop, and it's the last day in this series, or in this video. We do Mondays through Thursdays and have it released on Saturdays. So that's kind of how we're doing this week in the life series. Also, Thursday night, every Thursday night is our live stream, NGS Thursday Night Live. Join us at 8 p.m. Central It's pretty fun. We talk about all sorts of stuff, business, supercars, life, whatever, anything. I don't know the status of everything here. I'm gonna kind of just, yeah, this one got converted. It's a super low mile 430 Spider. It just got converted, and I think the owner said that he's willing to sell it for the right price. And I don't know if Josh put that there because it's not for sale or if it's because it's already sold. I don't know, because I know there were some people interested in it. So I don't know the status of this. This car, I believe it looks like it might be all done except for the tune. So that's gonna be the first thing I'm gonna do this morning is I'm gonna start putting the tune on this car because I know the exhaust is in, so it should be ready to go. That car, I try to remember where we left it. Before I left, we kind of concluded we wanted to put back in the cat pipe. So right now it has cat deletes, but when I drove it on that Ferrari event, after like 200 miles, I got a cat efficiency error. So I believe the computers were not tuned. It's still running the factory tune, and it's got O2 spacers. And if you don't know, we've kind of got this thing where people say, oh, O2 spacers are the way to go. No, O2 spacers, we've had 0% success, 0. So the only 100% success we've had is with a tune to prevent a check engine light. Now, what that means is you can pass emissions in most states, but definitely not in California. So if you're in California, you pretty much have to have it be factory. No tune, cats, all that jazz. So we have the factory cats. It came with the car when we bought it. We're thinking about putting them back in just so that it can pass emissions anywhere in the world, which would open up the buying pool to California, which would be great. So this car, we got all cleaned up. It's all set, ready to go. This is one of the 360s. Is it the black wheels one? Yes, the black wheels one. So it's got like 33-ish thousand miles. Excellent, excellent condition, beautiful paint, beautiful interior, absolutely awesome. Got the Corvette C8 Z06, and it's ready to rock and roll. One of you can buy it. We've got this car, which is sold. I don't know what the scoop is right now. It's probably just waiting for shipping or something. I don't know. Got the Audi TTS, again, ready to sell. Got the other 360. This one is the one from New York with 23-ish thousand miles. I think it's on the website, or maybe it's about to be on the website, so we'll get that listed. Got the GT 500. We got the gray 360. We're waiting on Nick from Autotech, Nick, to come help us on the timing belt service. I guess we're gonna degree it in. Got the Cayenne Turbo S. Got Scott's old 360, which we're gonna get running again at some point. Maybe we can start working on it like next week. That's what we should do. We should start working on that next week. And we got the 66 Charger, which we're gonna try and get listed at Mecum very soon. So it's a pretty full shop. Oh, and we also have the coaster bus. If any of you want a giant Japanese JDM Toyota coaster bus, turbo diesel with 25 seats. It's crazy. And I now have my Boo. Yes, my Boo with no reverse. So I was kind of looking it up. Looks like I can buy a transmission for around $500. I think I'm probably gonna do that. We'll swap out the transmission and hopefully get reverse, because as much as it'd be entertaining to not have reverse anywhere, I could see where there could be some scenarios in which reverse could be critical while we're in Monterey. So I think I really need to get reverse. Oh, hey, look, they must have moved that sign right there, because that was not there before. Well, that looks kind of good. I have to do a few things on the computer this morning, and then we'll start tuning that guy. I love the sound of those IP exhausts. By the way, we sell the IP exhausts on our website, normalguysupercar.com, so check it out, and use the code NGS10. It hooks you with 10% off. Thought I should give a quick recap of yesterday. So I got up at 3 a.m., went to the airport. My flight was at 5:20. Then I had to connect in Detroit. No issues there. Delta has been way better than American so far. We arrived early in Detroit, and then arrived early in White Plains, New York. So it was a little plane, and that was the weirdest airport ever. But go look at the car, and it sucks because the car is really quite nice. Interior's good. It's pretty average, pretty typical, maybe slightly above average. Just needs a little bit of stuff taken care of, not anything big. Mechanically, it's like basically all set. No issues there. Needs engine mounts was the only thing, and then it might have an AC leak because I don't feel like the AC was working as cold as it should. So it probably is losing some AC charge, but not a big deal. Top worked good. It did have typical wear marks. So if you know these 430 and 360s, like 100% of them right here and right here will start wearing and getting holes eventually. By the way, pro tip, if you have one of these convertibles, always store it with the top up. Do not store it with the top down. That is how you damage the top. People just leave them with the top down all the time. it ruins the top. Everything's going good, and then I do the paint meter, and the paint meter reads fine on all the car except for one small section, and it's like off the charts high. I've never seen it this high. So typically on a Ferrari, we see anywhere from like 4 to 8 mils, sometimes 9 or 10, once in a while like 11 or 12, but it's usually 4 to 8 mils. Now some of the areas you might see a little bit thicker depending on like where it is. So like if the surface is in an area where the paint just falls on it more, it seems to be a little bit higher. So I'm walking around, everything's normal, and then all of a sudden I get to this one panel and it reads like 76. I've never seen anything that high. Like usually if we see a respray, it'll be like 20 to 40, never 76. So I'm like, what the heck? So I reread it. I'm thinking maybe the meter read wrong, because if you hold it at a slight angle, it'll read wrong. So I reread it, and it keeps reading in the 70s. And I'm like, what is going on here? So I'm like, okay, maybe the meter is broken. So I turn it off, turn it on, try all this stuff. It keeps reading consistently in the 70s. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on. So we go drive the car, drives perfect. Everything's great. So again, everything's going wonderfully. So we get it back. And mind you, the car was in the garage when we first got there, so the lighting was not great. So now, after we drive it, it's sitting outside, and now I really focus on that area. And I just look at it from every angle I can. And finally, I see like the tiniest crease in the paint. And then I look at it at just the right angle, and I see these little paint bubbles. And I'm like, oh, there's definitely been some paint work there. I called Josh. I'm like, dude, what is up with this? And he's like, oh, dude, it's got Bondo. It's definitely had some sort of minor accident. They smoothed it out with some Bondo and resprayed it. And I'm like, you're kidding me. Because the Carfax is clean. Everything's clean. And this poor dude who owns the car, like super nice guy. And I'm like, man, like your car's been hit. Or something damaged it, and they repainted, or repaired it and repainted it. And he's like, how in the hell? He's like, I've had this car for 4 years, never noticed. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, they did an excellent job. You really have to look for it. The problem is, now that we know that, we need to disclose that. Like, we can't hide something like that because we'll get sued if we don't. So I'm like, man, like that hurts the value of the car. I can't give you what we originally agreed upon. And he totally understood. He wasn't offended by that. So I updated our offer, and he's debating it because obviously that was a shock to him. He had no idea. I feel bad for him because like he thought he had a totally sorted car, and everything would have been very normal. It would have been a smooth, easy transaction. Everything was until that. And then it was just like, oh man. And I felt bad because I could tell I just broke his heart, and he was frustrated because he thought his car was perfect. I mean, well, not perfect, but like in really good shape, and he had no idea about this. That's the reason why we go out and look at almost every single car, and that's the reason why you should have someone go out and look at every single car. And if you're not comfortable doing that yourself, hire someone. You can hire us. We do this. So, we do an in-person consultation where we go fly out and look at cars for you. It's not cheap, but that's the value you're getting. I mean, right there, that's easily paying for our service and then some if you have a car that has a weird situation like that. And it happens once in a while. Strangely enough, we've had really awful luck lately. Like, our batting average was pretty much like 10 to 1. For every 10 cars we'd look at, we'd reject one. And in the last month or so, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars that we've rejected. So I guess I got to revise our 10 to 1 ratio. It's probably closer to like 7 to 1 now. Now, I don't know if that's enough to actually change the ratio, but typically we'll have a long period of time where we'll look at every single car we look at is great and we buy it, or the client buys it. We're just having crap luck lately. That's just, it is what it is. But anyway, worth it to fly out there. It sucks that it takes an entire day of our time. One bad car is all it takes. I mean, that changes the value of the car by a factor of 10 compared to our cost to go out there and look at it. So, if it costs us $1,000, it was easily a devaluation of the car by at least $10,000 to have to say that it's got paint work like that. I'm bummed because I really wanted that car. We might still make a deal with him. It's just, and certainly if one of you wants this car, it's an excellent car, Rosa Corsa Tan 430 Spider, excellent condition, other than it has known paint work. The front bumper he did have resprayed, which that is actually I think in the Ferrari world, acceptable if the paint works good, because these front bumpers get so, they just get so many rock chips and scrapes and whatever that as long as it's done well, it's actually a good thing. But having the Bondo in there, man, that sucks. But it makes sense because it basically the damage area was like the rear of the passenger door into the quarter panel. We might still make a deal with him. I don't know. We'll see. So we may or may not have that car coming our way soon. I just basically said, here's our number. Let us know, think about it. I'm not going to pressure him because, that's how we operate. We just, we try and be as honest as possible and just lay it out there. And like, it is what it is. Like, either take it or leave it. And we're not going to be offended. It's all business. For us, we try and detach from emotion. I know it's emotional for a lot of people, and as it should be. It's a lot of money. And these are awesome cars, and people are living out dreams. Let me do some stuff. I'm going to get that thing started programming so we can get tuned. I think he's going to love that car. I love that car. Can you believe that thing was underwater partly only a couple months ago, and here it is about ready to go off and kick some ass and just be awesome. It's so cool. So I've got a really weird one for you, YouTube. I'm trying to play the credit card points game and status game with our credit cards because we spend a lot of money on our credit cards. Like, we spend over $1 million a year on our credit cards because we buy so many parts and all this stuff for the shop and all this crap. So that's 1 million points at, if it's 1 point per dollar, depending on whatever thing. Anyway, so it's a lot of stuff. So I issued 2 new credit cards. I wanted to start getting Delta points because I want to start flying Delta more. I got 2 Delta cards. And I got them at the same time, one for each company, one for Normal Guy Supercar and one for NG Supercars, the dealership. So one for the parts and services company and one for the dealership. Because believe it or not, we actually try and run the companies separately. So we run the dealership separately. It has its own bank accounts, its own lines of credit, its own credit cards, its own email address, its own website, and then the services and parts side has its own stuff as well. If I'm flying for one specific reason or the other, I use whatever specific, card I'm using. So like this trip was a car we were trying to buy for us for a dealership, so I used the dealership's credit cards. So I issue both these credit cards, I get them issued, and they give me credit cards that have the exact same 5 last digits on both of them. So, first of all, almost everything in life, when you try and put in your credit cards and have them stored and then recall them, show the last 4 or 5 digits of the credit card. So for example, Google Wallet, Google Pay, if you have autofill, that sort of stuff. So the other thing is the Amex website only shows the last 5 digits of the credit card. So when I log in, it doesn't let me, as far as I can tell at this point, nickname the accounts or anything. It just says like Delta Amex card number blah blah blah, Delta Amex card number blah blah blah, the same 5 numbers. So I have no idea which card's what. Now here's where it got really, really confusing and stupid and fascinating. So I plugged my cards into Google Wallet so I could use them, like click on the thing and have it autofill when I'm on websites and stuff. Google has an error in their system where if 2 cards have the last 5 digits, apparently, it chooses whichever one was the last one you put in. I would go click on pre-fill the credit card number with one account, and it would always use the same credit card number. It doesn't matter which one I choose, it just... So I think I put in Normal Guy first and NG Supercars second. So every time I clicked anything, it always filled it in with NG Supercars. And so I'm looking at the credit card statements and I'm seeing all these charges rack up for the wrong card. And I'm like, I swear to God, I used the right card. So I actually had to do experiments and figure out what was going on to learn, it's literally using the same card every single time. It doesn't matter. So I called Amex. I'm like, hey, y'all gave me 2 cards that have the exact same 5 last digits. This is a problem. And they go, oh yeah, that is a problem. You can't change your number yet. You haven't had your account established for more than 5 days or 10 days. So I have to wait another 6 or 7 days or whatever, a week or who knows, and then I can get a new card issued and have it have a different number. Oh my God, it's been very confusing and trying to, I thought I was losing my mind because I'm like, I swear to God, I clicked on the Normal Guy credit card and filled in the Normal Guy information and it didn't work. Word to the wise, if you issue 2 credit cards at the same time, maybe space them out or somehow do something so that hopefully they end up with different numbers, different enough that you can distinguish between the two. What a pain in the ass. All right, so I've been working on the computer. I downloaded the programming for that and sent it off to DME to get tuned, so we're just waiting for that to come back. As soon as it does, we'll flash that car. It's also complained that the rear taillight is not functioning, so I need to see if that's true. It may not have gotten plugged in or something, and to get to those you have to pull off the fender liner and all that crap, so that's gonna be super fun. And then I think I'll take a look at the yellow 360, and also we have some business stuff going on today at lunch. We have a lunch meeting, so I may need to run off for that. Man, stupid crap. All right, YouTube, mowed the lawn and we finished up a few more things. Got the yellow car, got its catalytic converters back in, so we'll give it a test drive tomorrow, make sure that it's not going to throw any codes. Did some test driving on this 458, got the tune in, it's all set. Sounds so good, so good. We are getting a weird fault about the right rear tail light. It says that it's not working, but it's working. All right, cool. So we're going to try and maybe just clean up the contacts. Maybe one of the plugs is loose or something. I don't know. We're going to take a look at that. And so we should have that car wrapped up, and then its owner is having someone fly out and drive it home actually on Thursday of next week. So I'll be here for one more week. 1 week from today, it should go bye-bye. Glad to see that car going to its home. I think he's gonna love that car. It's gonna be awesome. But that's it for this week. Thank you so much for joining us. We're really trying to figure out how to grow this business and how to do it better in the future. So that's kind of some of the stuff that Josh and I are working on. And we have some good ideas. We're gonna be discussing them on the live stream tonight. So join us 8 p.m. Central every Thursday night. But you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe and support us. We're almost to 100,000 subscribers. We'll make it there in the next week or two. It's going to be close soon. Go to normalguysupercar.com. There you can buy parts and service from us using code NGS10. Hooks you up with 10% off. And of course, you can go to NG Supercars, which, by the way, we're finally getting a lot of progress on the dealership website. We should have that soon, and we'll no longer be embarrassed to send people to the dealership website. But we'll see you guys next week. We're going to be doing a lot of cool car stuff. You're going to want to stay tuned. It's going to be sweet.